Next week, we got a huge fight between Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury. That will be for Tyson Fury's WBC Heavyweight Championship title. April the 23rd, man. I'm here to give my early prediction for that fight. First, let's look at Dillian Whyte, man. Let's check out his current record. Dillian Whyte currently stands at 28 wins, 2 losses, 19 wins by way of knockout, with a 63% knockout ratio. So Dillian Whyte is dealing with some pretty decent power. He's suffered 2 losses, and both losses he's been knocked out. And one of those knockouts came from Alexander Povetkin, and then the other one came from Anthony Joshua. He got knocked out in the 7th round against Joshua, and he got knocked out in the 5th round against Alexander Povetkin. So Dillian Whyte, rugged fighter, he has decent power. For the most part, man, Dillian Whyte is durable, man. He's a slugger. For his size, man, I mean, as far as the way I see Dillian Whyte, man, he's a pretty decent moving dude. Like he's not always he's stationary, but he still knows how to move whenever he wants to move, you know. So what he got going for him is pretty much his will to win, and he got some decent pop. So those are really the only things I can see that Dillian Whyte really has over Tyson Fury. And then we got Tyson Fury now. He currently stands at 31 wins, no losses, 22 wins by way of knockout. And you know what's crazy though, man, about Tyson Fury? They say he has no punching power, but he has a 68% KO ratio, man. You know, so I never understood that. You know, when they used to say Tyson Fury was pillow fist, because he has 22 knockouts, man. 2 of them was from Wilder, and he has 31 wins. That's pretty decent power. Pretty decent power. So I guess on the power level, man,
Producing Extremes almonds from Blue.
You know, they almost probably neck and neck on their power. But Tyson Fury, though, man, much more faster than Dillian Whyte. Speed, he has the speed over Dillian Whyte. Definitely has the footwork over Dillian Whyte, and he has the defense over Dillian Whyte. So he has more attributes over Dillian Whyte. So how does this fight look? Well, the way I see it going is, Fury got with the Crunk. He's down with the Crunk gym and, Sugar Hill and all that. So Tyson Fury's style has evolved. And here's the thing. I don't know if it evolved mainly because they wanted to get Wilder out of there, because we haven't seen him fight since Wilder. So we don't know how he's going to do in the ring. How's he going to look? Is he going to show different looks? Is he going to go back to the way he looked in Wilder versus Fury 1? You're going to see him moving around a lot more, or you're going to see him in the pocket just trying to maul you. And what I think is going to happen is, I think Tyson Fury's become very accustomed to his new style of fighting, that Crunk style. He can still outbox if he want. What's amazing about Tyson Fury is he was able to learn that Crunk style. He's able to become aggressive like that, and he picked up on it, because he never was an aggressive fighter like that. He was really like a herky-jerky outboxer. He'll plant his feet and then hit you with a few combos and get out of there. You gotta give him his credit for picking up on that shit, man, on that style, that brawling style of fighting, because that was not Tyson Fury. And he did very good against Deontay Wilder, who many consider a very unorthodox fighter, awkward. Dillian Whyte definitely has the over Wilder. I would say Dillian Whyte has he's more technical than Deontay Wilder is. So it might be more difficult for Tyson Fury to get away with the stuff he was getting away with Wilder on Dillian Whyte. But nonetheless, Dillian Whyte is going to still be there for him to hit. And Tyson Fury, I think, he's going to try to impose his will on Dillian Whyte. And Dillian Whyte ain't no hoe. So, he ain't going to lay down. He going to come. So I think I see a lot of this fight probably going to look kind of like the way Wilder Fury 3 looked. A lot of phone booth, close-up action. You're going to see a lot of that. Whyte has the potential to hurt Fury, bro. He can hurt Fury, and Fury can hurt him. But what Fury showed, he got a crazy chin. Dude has a chin, period. And Dillian Whyte's been knocked out. Doesn't mean he doesn't have a chin, but he's been knocked out. He's been hurt and wobbled. He's been rattled a few times in his fights, especially against Anthony Joshua and the Alexander Povetkin fight. He got flat, knocked out cold. Came back and avenged that fight and knocked out Povetkin in the rematch. But I would say, man, this fight is going to be it's going to be it's going to be up to Tyson Fury. He's going to set the pace of this fight. Fury decides to stand there and trade with Dillian Whyte. I have no reason to believe that he can't take Dillian Whyte's power because he took Wilder's power. So I think, and he was a little bit more cautious still when it came to the third fight. Tyson Fury was a little bit more cautious. He was a little bit more technical. He was a little less aggressive in the third fight than he was in the second one. So with that being said, Tyson Fury is going to go in there and mix it up a little bit with Dillian Whyte. But I think for the most part, you're going to see him right up there in Dillian Whyte's chest for most of that fight. Dillian Whyte gonna be right there for him to hit, and I think Fury gonna be there for the hits at certain spots, and then he's gonna dip out a little bit. You're gonna see a little bit of outboxing in this fight, but for the most part, it's gonna be straight up cagey, right up on each other's chest. And the prediction, the likely outcome, if it goes like that, somebody's gonna get knocked out, and I'm going with. I would have to go with an 8th round KO for Tyson Fury. I think that crunk style is working for him, and I think this dude's he's a fucking maniac, dude. I don't know, dude don't got all those marbles up there, and I think I can also see Fury getting rattled by Dillian Whyte in this fight, but shaking it off, coming back, and being more aggressive when he gets hurt. I think he gets hurt in this fight, but he's gonna come back and just be more aggressive against him, and that's when he's gonna end up knocking out Dillian Whyte. I give it 8th round KO for Tyson Fury. That is my prediction. Let me know what y'all think about this upcoming fight between Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte on April the 23rd. This is Rebel Life Boxing. Catch y'all later on the next one, and I'm out. Peace.